I just tried to film again and my laptop shat itself. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, welcome to week 3 of the Artist's Way. This week was recovering a sense of power. Power, I think that was. That's it. Covering a sense of power. Yeah, wait. Yeah. Um, I'm just gonna get straight into it. Yeah, so this week was like, I know that every week has been rocky, but this one was especially stressful. Um, I don't know if it has anything to do with, like, I don't know, there was a portal, like the Lionsgate portal kind of thing, like the planets and all that kind of shit. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but it was just tough. Like, I was sick, sad, emotional, stressed. And I know that I've been stressed, but it was literally just this week. I was just like today, like I am shaking, like with so much anxiety, and I like haven't even eaten because I just feel so sick because I'm just like so anxious. But it's been shit. It's been a shit week. So, anyways, we're just gonna get stuck into the chicken like straight away. And I know this journey, like the last 3 weeks, like haven't been great, but I'm just keeping it real on here because I mean this is for me anyways, bitch. But like, if anyone is watching, like this journey is not linear at all, and it's not pretty, but it's necessary if we want to unlock our full potential, guys. If we want to go and live our lives, we gotta get rid of the shit that plagues our brains. But anyways, chicken. I did all my morning pages this week. It was pretty tough this week because, yep, it was shit, but I did them all, and they are pretty like just looking back on the last 5 days of morning pages and some dark shit in there. Like every day is like dark, but it is what it is. It's just like what came out. I don't even know. Like I tried to put some positive notes in there, which they're in there, but I don't know. It's just like a dark week, I think. Um, did you do your artist date this week? Yeah, I definitely prioritized that this week because I feel like I really needed it. Um, and so I did 2 things actually. So I got an energy healing done. Um, because by the time I got to the end of the week, bro, I was just like fucking over it. I was so fucking over it. And I just knew that I just needed something like that. So I got one of those. And that was amazing. Shout out to my girl Jenny. We love her. She's like an energy healer, but she's also like, I've known her for so many years. So it's almost like she's like a therapist as well, and she's also my friend and she knows me, so it's like, I don't know, it was just really nice to talk to her again and get that done. I also had a meeting with my old uni lecturer Doechii. It was awesome. We didn't get to chat for too long because he had um, other things to do, but it was nice to catch up and kind of just hear his facado on what makes what makes you happy in the music industry, like, and how much we can tie ourselves to our achievements in life, and like how we can really tie our identities to that, um, and striving for things that may not necessarily make us happy. So he pretty much just said, like, after sharing his story a bit, he's like, you need to figure out specifically what it is you want to do and like what is you want exactly. And so after a bit of that, I kind of like did a lot of brainstorming and thinking about what I want, because I already have an idea, but I kind of need to be really specific about what it is that I'm striving for with my new project and like what that's gonna sound like. So that's been good. Despite all of this shit that's been happening this week, I've really still been sticking to my craft, and that's good. And I was sick this week, so I didn't make it to the gym. And today, like, it's just been some shit going down, so I'm literally like, I didn't even think I could go to the gym today because I've got so much going on and so much that I need to do. But I'm still very dedicated to this. So yeah. Did you experience any synchronicity this week? What was it? Yes, I'd say that the synchronicity that I felt was, I don't know, I've been feeling lots of synchronicity with my loved ones and my partner. He's been really, really good. He's just a really supportive person, and I feel like I'm kind of a mess and like at the moment, and he's just been really holding it down for me. Like, he's just my rock, and he's always been that for me. But specifically this kind of time at the moment is pretty tough, and he's been really supportive and stuff, and I'm just so grateful. And him and I think are very like in sync with each other of like just everything, and he's just fun to be around. He's makes me laugh, makes me happy. He's a loving person, holds it down for me, cooks for me, like there's so much. And yeah, I'm just grateful. So I would call that like the synchronicity. Yeah. Were there any other issues this week that you consider significant to your recovery? Okay, for your recovery, describe them. I was gonna say there are many issues, but significant to my recovery, nah. I'm gonna say nah, because before I even started reading this book, I was going through it. And the whole reason why I started reading this book was because I was going through it, and I was like, I need to find a way out of whatever the fuck this is. I need to strive for my goals in amongst the shit, and I can't just like let myself live down and like I gotta get off. Like, if I want to get out of like the situation that I'm in, or like the darkness that I'm sitting in, and just kind of like mope around about my problems, like I gotta get off my ass and think like, what am I gonna do to get out of here? Like, what am I gonna do to get out of this? What am I gonna do to like step up and do this for myself? So I don't feel like it's significant to like for my recovery, because the whole point of me stepping into this was because I was already in this shit. And so I don't think any of the stuff that is going on, like no matter how bad it gets, nothing is going to stop me from doing this, and nothing is going to stop me from recovering my true sense of self and the person that I want to be, which is pretty like empowering. Oh, and it's recovering a sense of power, period. Which is a pretty empowering thing for me to like even say out loud, because it's very true. Like, I just feel so like I'm so determined, you know, and I'm not just going to sit around and like wait for things to happen. I'm gonna get up and I'm going to make the most of where I am right now, even if it's shit. And I'm gonna make it my bitch, really. So yeah, that's what I feel like, is that even though it's like a lot of stuff that's going down, it's not gonna like affect this, because I'm just really like determined. I think I'm not like, I'm so steadfast in like my goals and my opinions and like who I am. I'm so like set, man. I'm not backing down pretty much. I'm like on my way. And it's all working out for the best. So yeah, I think there were other things that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I had a good talk to I'm just gonna call it my therapist, Jenny. We talked about a lot of things, but one of the things that I really struggled with was sleep, because I've been waking up in the middle of the night, and like can't go back to sleep, so my sleep has also been shit. But she gave me some good advice and some good breathing techniques, and then I went to sleep last night, and holy fucking shit, bro, I had the best sleep of my life. It was great. It was awesome. And so yeah, I'm going to stay at a friend's house tonight, so that's gonna be nice, because I just feel like I need that, and I've got work tomorrow, and yeah, and my partner's gonna stay here. But yeah, I am just so anxious, like, yeah, I don't know. There's some stuff that I can't really talk about on here that's happened, but I've been feeling super anxious and on edge, and majorly disrespected by people, majorly. So, and I'm not letting, it's weird because it's like you don't want to let people get away with stuff, but you also kind of got to pick your battles. But it's just fucking hard when like people just don't give a shit about your boundaries, and they just constantly want to cross them, and they constantly want to exceed it. It's just fucking shit. So that's like the whole reason why I'm staying at my mate's, but I don't know, we won't get into that. Yeah, overall pretty emotional week. I did kind of go hard last night on the music. Well, we've been trying, me and my partner have been trying to just like, no, give things a go and all that kind of stuff. So last night was pretty funny. Like, we tried to make some stuff and they didn't really go anywhere, weren't really feeling it, but the fact that we tried feels really good. And then I found some old demos that I really like, and that kind of like sparked something in me, so that was cool. Like, each kind of session that we kind of have is not for nothing, which is nice, even if like nothing amounts of it. I don't even know if that's how you say it, if nothing comes of it, you know what I mean. And yeah, in terms of what I want specifically, like to go back on what my uni lecturer was saying, to go back on that and talking about what I really want, I'm just gonna speak this out, but ideally what I want is to be, so weird to say out loud, the best songwriter. And I'm writing all the time. Writing is my outlet. That's what I do all day, every day. That's my hobby, and it feels cool to say that. And I love it. And I want to be the best. Okay. I feel sick, but my stomach is growling because I haven't eaten any food. There you go. But I want to be the best, like, songwriter. And I want to be that person that people call on when they're like, okay, we're about to make a banger, you know what I mean? And I just want to make fucking cool music, but I don't want to be at the forefront, and I don't want to, of that. I want the message to be the forefront. And with my I Love It When You Doubt Me project, I want that to be famous. I want that to blow up, because the message and the sound that I'm gonna put with that is gonna be fucking insane, because I literally can feel it burning in my fucking chest. It's that I want I Love It When You Doubt Me to blow up and to reach so many people through the message. And what is the message is the question. I've got so many messages that I need to share, but I just want to spread oh my god, my stomach, bro. It's like it's saying just fucking say it, bro. I want to spread love and kindness and truth to people. That's what I want to share, and I want to be unapologetically real and authentic as possible about that. And I feel like people gravitate towards authenticity because it's relatable, and it's I want to be truthful, and I feel like that's what people really need. And I want to write about the truths of and amongst all of this shit that's going on in the world right now. And I want to spread that, and I want to spread love and kindness, because people, the thing that was brought up a lot to me yesterday was the immense amount of disappointment that I feel towards so many people based off of the way that they treat people for no reason, when there is no need to treat others that way. People are so horrible for nothing. People, or I guess not for nothing, but people have shit that they don't even realize is their own, and they take it out on other people. And they are horrible to such good people. And then you've got people who are the loveliest people in the world, and people just want to rip them to shreds because they can't handle seeing a person, God forbid someone's happy, and they hate that because they want that, but they don't have it. And so they like to bring people down, and they choose to be horrible when really they should look in their own fucking backyard. And so the whole point of why I wanted to write and create this project as well was to spread that, and my stomach again, is to spread that truth, I want to dig it up, all the shit that people want to sweep under the rug and not talk about and pretend that it's not there and pretend like it's not happening, but then they let it fester inside and they take it out on other people. I want to dig all of that shit up so that people can finally admit that they feel that way, and then stop being horrible and negative and rude and, treating people like shit. People need to be kinder to each other, but also kinder to themselves. And it's just so shit. And I'm just feeling immense disappointment for the amount. It's not sadness like, oh, poor me, like, that's not what I'm feeling. That's not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling disappointment, and I'm just like, oh. I'm just like, oh, why do people feel the need? And I know that not everyone is the same, but I am looking at people and I'm just like, why? I'm minding my own business, and people just choose to let it rip and be horrible, and yeah, and simply existing pisses people off. And so the whole point of why I want to do what I do is just to cut that shit out, really. Spread as much love and truth as possible to help people kind of let that shit go. Because fuck that, man. Fuck that, it's horrible. And I'm not afraid to confront people about that. You know, I know that there's a time and a place for everything, but I'm not afraid to dig up the dirt, and I'm not afraid to, you know, I respect when people are ready and are not ready to receive shit, but when it comes to disrespecting people and pushing boundaries based off of your shit that you don't know how to control, it's, you know, it's nobody else's job to dig that shit up for you or to fix. That's what I'm trying to say. It's nobody else's job to fix that. Even the most loving people, you know. That's why when you see loving, happy people who are secure in themselves, you want to fucking attack them. So that's the whole point of this. And that is the part that I want to blow up and reach as many people as possible. Because what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? Why, you know? I don't fucking know why. But I know that we need to cut that shit out. And I'm prepared to spread as many loving, truthful, authentic, unapologetic words as possible if it helps people become better people, more loving and kind people. That's what I'm passionate about. And so, yeah. And I want to create it with sound that sounds amazing, you know. Like I'm loving at the moment some like wacky sounds, some synths, stuff that's not normal, stuff that really catches your ear, that is like kind of like, oh, I'm gonna listen to that, like, because you're trying to understand it, you know. And yeah, stuff that really draws, that's different, some weird shit. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. So anyways, that was the end of week 3. So thanks for watching and listening, guys. I'm gonna pack my bag and go to my friend's house now.